Hello again, viewers. We have another Kyosho to come in. This time it's the road-going version of the Lancia Rally 037. And this one actually did come in the packaging. So look at this. It cost $4.20 whenever this thing first came out. And it came out in 2007. Hopefully it can focus there, right there. It says 2007. And in fact, let me focus on this box if you want to pause it and see what other cars are in this collection. Pretty good lineup, actually. Really good lineup if you're new to collecting these Kyoshos. Cool. Alright, so that came in that box. And it came with this card as well. It's all Japanese, unfortunately, but I think I can decipher the fact that this is probably a 1982 model. This road-going version, I believe, was available between 1982 and 1984. There were 200 of them made for homologation racing purposes. It's got a 2-liter engine, 200 horsepower, and in 1983, a racing version won the World Rally Championship, and I have that model by CM, so I'll show you a little later. So there was two choices here. I went with the white one because it was cheaper, and it seems like Kyosho reds almost always, like I would guess 70% of the red Kyoshos I have some sort of paint blistering, paint rash. A lot of them aren't really bad, but it is visible, so just be mindful of that if you're new to older Kyoshos. It was screwed to this base, and it was inside of this blister pack, so to save time I did all that removal stuff for you. So look at this here. We got a road-going variation. Unfortunately, the car is white, so it's kind of hard to see the details, but it's matching up pretty well. I think it looks like that photograph pretty good. Let's see about the back view here. Yeah, okay. So there's a little black paint missing, but the vents there on the bumper, yeah, they're there. There's just no black paint. The wheels, they look pretty similar as well. Okay, let's get a better light view and try to get a closer look at this model now. So let's see, another thing I learned about this car is it's got a Kevlar reinforced with fiberglass body. The engine is longitudinally mounted back here, and it's rear wheel drive only, and 0 to 60 is around 5.8 seconds, so not really fast by today's standards, but still, I'm sure it felt like a sporty enough vehicle. Okay, so yeah, those wheels here, I mean, you can see the 5 lug nuts, and the holes are hollow, so that's pretty realistic. The tires, they got some curvature to the sidewall, they're not slab-sided, so that looks good. Wonder about ride height. You know, the ride height actually doesn't look that far off. It's pretty high on the real photograph, so maybe the front could be a little lower. Okay. Well, we got a little black paint on this door handle. I'm trying to feel a bump. There's a slight, I don't know if it's the lip of the car or not. I'm not sure if that's protruding, to be honest with you. There is a little bump here for the key. And then, what is this? Why is that? Okay, interesting. Because the car is white, they used that as the reflector. And they painted the other part of the mirror black. So that's, I guess, better than nothing. They could have just all been black. And a little latch here, molded in to hold the front clamshell down. This is a clamshell as well, but I don't see a latch. Oh, there should be a latch. No, I don't know. No, I think there's a badge here in the real photo, like some sort of, probably a styling house badge, but I don't see it. Okay, well, there's a little orange here on this reflector, so that's nice to see. We got the plastic inserted lights, and there's some ribbed details molded in, so they look like those old halogen type of light bulbs. There's silver painted here for these fog lights, and the orange for the turn signals there. There's black in the grille, which is nice here. This feels like it's a plastic grill here. A little silver paint there, and that must be the Lancia logo. Let's see how good it is. Well, it's something. I guess it's kind of close to it. It's pretty small. Okay. Yeah, look at those headlights. Pretty nice looking. Okay, let's go to the top here. Alright, some ribbed details. I'm sure those are vents on the real car, as well as here, and that's nice as painted black. A little power bulge, some wiper blades sticking up, painted black, as well as all the window molding. On this side, not too bad. A little bit of a dent in the rim though. So, okay. Black molding looks pretty good on that window. These seem to be separate plastic pieces here, these little vents, and let's see. Well, they're blanked off. Yeah. I thought they might have been hollow for a second. Look at that, a little black engine there. And then the Lancia badge here looks a lot better. I think it's because it's black and white. There. Not so bad. It's pretty small. There's some engine detail, all the wiring and stuff. What the heck? Look at that. So it's somewhat longitudinally mounted. I didn't know this, but look at this. Look at the cylinder banks. It's not actually in line with the car. It's off at an angle. Is that correct? I don't see why Kyosho would make it their own design. I have to imagine this is correct to the real car, but it's weird, right? I've never seen an engine off at like a 5 or 10 degree angle. So that's quite interesting. Yeah. Weird. Okay. Taillights look good. You know, there's pretty thick plastic, good breakup between the 3 colors. A little red reflector here, black in here. That's part of the casting, I think. It's just painted black. So what's really missing here is the black paint in these vents, I think. Right? It's quite visible on the real car photograph. It would have been nice to have a little paint wash. Because if they're able to add black paint here, why wouldn't they just have the same process, add black paint there? Like as one big tampo? Or was this hand painted? I don't know. So that's one little shortcoming there. But we gotta remember, this thing cost $4.20. So, I mean, for $4.20, this is a pretty awesome looking model, I think. Okay, we got some name of the car, Kyosho. Unfortunately, no year. Basic details. Nice tread patterns, though, on the tires. Are they staggered? I think they might be the same width tire. Okay. And then, unfortunately, it's riveted together, so if there was a problem, it'd be hard to fix. Just black exhaust tips there. I think they're just raw steel on the real car. Alright, let's get the flashlight out and see what we can see on the inside. Pretty distorted windows, though, molded there. Steering wheel, e-brake, some buttons there in the center, some sort of textured seats. Instrument gauges all around. So pretty good detail, actually. It's just, you know, the color is not making it hard to see. Although I guess in this case, I'm pretty sure it's a black interior on the real car. At least those photos, it looks like a black interior. So, alright, all in all, I think it's pretty good. No model is perfect. It's very rare. So yeah, here I see either some sort of contaminant or paint rash developing there. But everywhere else it seems pretty good. And seeing how this model is from 2007, I think I actually lucked out. This could have been a lot worse. Alright, let's pull up the spinny thing here. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out that CM's rally version. So CM's models isn't around anymore, but they did make this. And well, this is interesting. The engine of the CM's is longitudinal, but it's off to the side a little bit. The spark plugs are here, so it's like the engine is running right here, but it's not at an angle. So I'm not really sure. I guess I'm gonna have to look up an engine of this thing, or possibly the road version might have, you know, they might have mounted the engine differently, because I'm pretty sure this rally version had a lot more than 200 horsepower. So anyway, this is a great model, but CM's, you know, their wheels are not as good. You know, there's no air passing between these holes here, and they tell you nothing on the bottom, and it's still riveted together. It's running slicks, you know, which wouldn't make sense for a rally car. There's no texture on their tires here, but there is a roll cage. The wiper blades look pretty good. I mean, it's still a great model. So let's put these next to each other. Focus. Yeah, CM's has that chin spoiler and that giant ducktail wing, which makes sense, being the racing variation. I think for the road, they probably felt the giant ducktail would reduce rear vision, so they probably lost it for that reason. And with only 200 horsepower, maybe it didn't need the downforce as much. Okay. Well, anyways, it's quite nice to get a different casting. You know, it's different enough from the CM's version that I'm pretty happy to have it, just to see, you know, different 037. So if you like old street going rally variations, you might want to look into getting one of these things. I don't think I paid that much money for it. I just got off eBay. Most of my Kyoshos come from eBay. Alright guys, well I appreciate you guys taking the time to look at this, and hopefully you'll look at the next video. Thanks.